Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weekly tarot from the 6th of February to the 13th. You've got a huge reading, 1, 2, 4, 5 major arcanas. So it's obviously, I think you probably know, most watchers know, that means it's divine patterns. It's about meeting circumstances that are bigger than you, so you have no control over them. You do have control over the minor arcana, which means you have control over your state of mind, your emotional responses, that sort of thing. But I've got a feeling that you've got truth be told in reverse. So maybe some Taurus aren't speaking up about something. There's a lack of clarity. It could potentially to do with a relationship, actually, because you've got the Lovers, King of Cups. So there's a sort of, it could be a relationship that something's not been said. That's what I'm getting. And sorry, but I'm back to that sense that you kept getting the same reading, didn't you? That something being blocked. So there's a sense, some communication, but this, it might be a week of breaking through that. Although there's conflict, at the top of the deck you've got the Five of Wands. This is you're pushed and pulled in loads of different directions, not sure where to go up or down, to speak your mind, to keep quiet, that sort of thing. And at the bottom of the deck you've got the Hierophant. So I'm going to say the Hierophant's definition in this reading in particular is to your own self, be true, Taurus. You're going to have to find a way to be true to yourself, to be true to your ethics, to be true to your heart and what it wants, because it's about, I mean, he represents a pope, but really in the more modern day, it's that belief that we all have the guidance within us, basically. But you're going to have to find a way to be true to yourself and to try and blast through fears and inhibitions. So you start, can you see it? The Lover's card with the Four of Swords. You can't see the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a bit of a retreat card. It's about resting, building energy up. It's not an isolation card, it's a retreat card. And it's paired with the Lovers. So quite an interesting reading in combination, because the Lovers is a relationship card. It's also about choices. That's what it originally meant. Okay. And that's funny, I'm back to the Hierophant, because the story of the Lovers is that the person has two choices. They have a lover which is all about who you should choose because of the sort of perfect ideal partner, and there's the one our heart wants, and the person picks the one that the heart wants, and they immediately become enlightened. That's the story of the Lover's card. Yeah, it's about liberation from past conditioning, about what's a good relationship for us, what's not a good relationship. It's a sort of liberation card, and it's right next to the Tower, which is really interesting, and the Four of Wands, which is crossing through a threshold. Ooh, this is a really powerful combination of cards, Taurus, and the feeling I'm getting is some really big choice needs to be made. And maybe for some you're not being as straightforward as you should be about personal honesty, about what you really want in your life, what choices you really want to make. And there's a sense of something needs to be broken through, and you need to be liberated so you can walk through that threshold, which is about a new beginning. I know I told you got a big reading, but cards like this don't come up every day. These are often very private reading, personal reading cards. You know, someone's got really big life dilemmas that they're facing, and someone watching this has. So that's all I can say. And that card needs to be turned upside down. And you're going to turn it upside down by being truthful with your own self, Taurus. What do you want? If you're faced by choices, Who do you want? Don't follow past conditioning. Follow your own self, the Hierophant, what you know to be true, okay? And all's going to be well, because you then move on to the Wheel of Fortune with the King of Cups. Now, if you're talking about committed relationships, ones that are more soulmates, you're looking for the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles, okay? They're the most, I mean, any of the kings to a certain extent, because they all represent different parts, but the King of Cups is a really mature, it's being in a relationship with someone who knows how to be there for you, who knows how to be present, who doesn't get lost in their emotions, who knows how to just be available in an open-hearted way, okay? Which is what we all want. Now, it's paired with the Wheel of Fortune. So for some Taurus, there's an absolute progression of a relationship this week, to the fact this wheel is turning around some relationship. Now, forget about the elements. This is about the quality of the relationship, and the fact that it's a cup means it's an emotional connection, okay? If it was fire, I'd go, okay, this is about having fun together, but this is about an emotional connection, guys, okay? Oh God, I'm just looking at the cards, and it's so hard. I'm just trying to stick with what I see. And if this was a private reading, what I'd be reading, okay? Now the outcome, I'm going to go back to the outcome, and I'm going to try and bring this reading together. The outcome is the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, a Magician's about personal power, basically. It's about concentration, focus. It's about bringing everything together. And you got this in your reading for singles, didn't you? And you got the King, and you got the Wheel, okay? So can you see? And that's why subscribing's so good, isn't it? Because you sort of, the cards just keep repeating themselves, okay? So the Magician's with all his personal power, and the Ten of Discs is about financial security, but it's more than that. It's about the security. It's a happy family, whatever that means. That can just be a group of people. It can be you and one other, just feeling really secure and really solid together, really focused on outcome, really focused on what you're trying to create together. It might be a new life, it could be self-employment, it could be anything. But you're ending the week with a feeling of a whole new chapter is about to begin. Now, I'm going to try and generalise this reading. It's going to be really specific for a few people, okay? But it's a sense, in the core of your reading, is a sense of something being a bit blocked. Some Taurus not being fully genuine or fully true to their own selves, okay? Pushed and pulled, pushed and pulled. And I think for many, it's a relationship issue, okay? There could be choices, and they're torn in which direction they want to choose, okay? If it's not a relationship, it could be a career, it could be anything, okay? But you've been asked to make a choice from your own knowing and your own heart, okay? And when you make this choice, that's what the story of the Lovers is. When you make the choice true to yourself, you're literally liberated and set free, which is the Tower. And the Four of Wands. And now this is like a fairy tale reading, guys, to tell you the truth. You then move on to this King of Cups, the highest you want in a committed relationship. So this is an emotional focus. This is the guy you want. Forget what element it is that you're interested in. Just think the connection's emotional. And with the Wheel, some Taurus could be waiting a long time for this relationship to manifest, but the karmic wheel is now turning, and nothing happens in our time, Taurus. I think you watching this are already people of enormous depth who understand we control very little in life. It's all controlled by cycles and patterns. That's why we do the tarot, okay? Something's turning, and the end result is this immense focus, concentration, and moving forward. And there's something really solid and secure about how you're ending this transformative week. And 10 of discs, but also that King of Cups is such a secure connection. If it was a page, I'd be like, okay, there's a flirtation going on here, but the King is moving it to a whole different level. And okay, I think Taurus, it's safe to say that you've got the reading of the week. Okay. Okay, and I really hope this helped. There's something really big at foot in your life, Taurus. That's all I'm going to say. And I love you guys so much. You so rule with a heart. You really do, and you so deserve to be happy. Okay, it's almost identical to the love readings, isn't it, from our subscribers? Anyhow, I'll speak to you next week. So wish you all the best. Okay, bye.